The Democratic debate saw 10 more candidates squaring off on health care, criminal justice, and a lot more. Former Vice President Joe Biden and California Senator Kamala Harris spoke the most. Evan Kozlov joining us right now with the highlights. And Evan, when we think about who spoke the most, it really was Harris and Biden trying to fend off attacks from the other 8 candidates.
In particular, Biden was the target. A lot of people coming after him. After all, he is the front runner with more than 30% when you look at the polling data. So clearly this is something that Biden and his campaign expected. In fact, his opening statements, he said he was expecting some, in his words, engagement. And yeah, he got a lot of engagement. He took attacks from Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Kirsten Gillibrand, all of them just trying to take his spot as the front runner.
After a testy exchange last debate, we were definitely expecting some tense moments between frontrunner Joe Biden and California Senator Kamala Harris. And we got it. Early on, they clashed over health care.
Anytime someone tells you you're going to get something good in 10 years, you should wonder why it takes 10 years.
And in 2019 in America, for a Democrat to be running for president with a plan that does not cover everyone, I think is without excuse.
And it wasn't just Harris. Here was New Jersey Senator Cory Booker on the attack.
You invoke President Obama more than anybody in this campaign. You can't do it when it's convenient and then dodge it when it's not.
For the entire 8 years he was mayor, there was nothing done to deal with the police department that was corrupt.
There's a saying in my community, you're dipping into the Kool-Aid and you don't even know the flavor. You need to come to the city of Newark and see the reforms that we put in place.
New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand jumped in as well, criticizing Biden for a 1981 op-ed.
What did you mean when you said when a woman works outside the home, it's resulting in, quote, the deterioration of family?
You came to Syracuse University with me and said it was wonderful. I'm passionate about the concern, making sure women are treated equally. I don't know what's happened except that you're now running for president.
So I understand, Mr. Vice President.
One theme that brought these candidates together, though, was a widespread opposition to President Trump.
First of all, the president is a racist.
We can no longer allow a white nationalist to be in the White House.
The president's racist rhetoric should be enough grounds for everybody in this country to vote him out of office.
Candidates making their last pitches for the presidency. For many of them, this might be their last time on the debate stage. Qualifications for the next debate are a whole lot more stringent.
All right, so I'm joined now by my good friend Larry Miller to talk about that. A lot of mudslinging.
It was, but we really knew that it was, well, Joe Biden had to play this differently than he did the last debate because he took a lot of heat for being unprepared and unresponsive in many cases, and Kamala Harris had to continue on with her momentum.
Biden said he was going to be less polite, and I think he did respond, but that being said, he had a lot more attacks than last time as well.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some of the big moments that are getting attention online that are trending this morning. First off, I want to talk a little bit about a flub in the closing arguments by Joe Biden. He was doing what sounded like directing people to his website when he said this.
If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight. Thank you very much.
So this had some people thinking, so is he running in 30-30?
I was like 30330.
Yeah, it created confusion for some.
Yeah.
For others, it was like, okay, so I guess he's planning to be live for another, what is that, 110 years or so? Yeah,
1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, 1,000. Thank you. Early in the morning. I want to show one tweet from somebody here saying, listen, I think it is ageist to say someone is too old to run for office. Someone needs to tell Joe Biden that running for president in 30-30, yeah, that's just not going to work.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into another contender for quote of the night. This one comes from Kirsten Gillibrand, talking about what she plans to do if she wins the race.
The first thing that I'm going to do when I'm president is I'm going to Clorox the Oval Office. The second thing I'm going to do
she's planning to go get the Clorox. And we were talking about this an hour ago. How in the world is Clorox not tweeted yet?
Yeah, we have yet to hear from them. You know, they are, in terms of like their social media game, they tend to be a little slow in the responses, the direct tweets at them.
Maybe they're trying to be apolitical. They don't want to get involved.
Maybe so. That probably would be the smart thing to do.
Or maybe Lysol should chime in. That's what we're waiting on. I was reading some tweets of people saying, like, Lysol must be so mad right now that they didn't get the mention.
All right, we will see how it all works out. Thank you so much, Evan.
All right, Larry.